first episode. I'm excited to share with you my new little baby recipes that I'm working on in my little kitchen. I really appreciate foreign, rich, and exotic foods and flavors, but I also love like down-home cooking too. So today that's what that's what you'll get here. Not today, probably for the rest of the life that I ever had. Anyways, today I want to share with you a really fun, sassy, spicy recipe. It's called curry masiman. It's a little bit of Thai and a little bit of Indian all mixed together. So let's get started. Okay, first off, we're going to start with making the sauce. What I have here is some masiman curry paste. You'll find this in your Asian stores. It's just a little baby can. There's so many choices that you can choose from, but we want to start out with this. Well, first, I got to heat up your little pan. You find a little saucepan because we're making a fun sauce. So what we want to do is put that in here. It's just got such rich flavors, and it's just easier sometimes to buy it. And then we're going to mix that with 1 can of coconut milk. Oops, I'm getting loud. This is nice and thick. So what happens with the coconut milk and with the masiman paste, it just gives it a really sweet and savory, tangy flavor. So we're just going to let that simmer on the pan. Let me make sure I got all of it. This is not for the faint of heart. So it'll become a really nice golden orange color. So we just want to make sure all the flavors and the coconut milk and the paste are all incorporated together. So what we're going to do is, while we're working on everything else, we want to let this simmer probably for about 10-15 minutes just to give it, warm it throughout, and then also make sure all the flavors are definitely blended. Okay, now that, I'm sorry I say okay a lot, but this is just laid back, and this is my little kitchen, so I can say whatever I want. But what we did here is we just got this masiman curry paste, and we're just simmering that. So while we do that, we want to get started on our meat. So first of all, we're going to heat up our wok. If you don't have a wok, you should get one. You can get them at IKEA for like $5. They're just really fun for stir fries, and I just threw a little bit of sesame oil in there to saute stuff. So I'm going to throw in some onions because those are always a good base for pretty much any dish. So what we want to do is we want to saute these so they're translucent but still have a little bit of crunch to them. And I'm going to grab my chicken. Now what I have here is like 2 boneless chicken breasts cut up into just bite-sized pieces. What you want to do is I kind of gauge like how many people I'm having. If I'm serving 2 people, I do like 2 chicken breasts. If I have like 4 people, then I'll do like 3 or 4 chicken breasts, just so there's enough for everybody. So these are sizzling. Oh, I love the smell of sesame oil. And then we're going to throw in our chicken. So I'm just stirring this around and making sure the oil gets everywhere, and we're going to cook the chicken up. And what I do is I put a little bit of curry powder in there. You can just eyeball it. It's not like it has to be picky, but I put about a tablespoon in there, 1 or 2. You can kind of taste it, but there's good amount of curry in that sauce, so you'll be fine if you don't go too heavy on it. We're going to I just stir that. I also put a little bit of ginger in there. Again, eyeball it, maybe like a teaspoon. And nutmeg. It's just a little bit of sweet heat in the back, I would say. Oh, and a little mustard, forgot. Just kind of feel it out. It's laid back. I mean, with cooking, you know, you can just be laid back, and you can just kind of experiment with your taste buds and what you like. This is just what works for me and my husband and our close friends. We really like to cook fun Indian food and have a bunch of our friends over. Over here, I have a rice cooker. Rice cookers are our best friends. I always have had a rough time trying to make rice in a pan for some reason. I just always burn it, and it gets stuck to the bottom of the pan, and then I have to put a dryer sheet in the pan. So I say, forget that. I'm going to use the rice cooker. So what I did was I just put 2 cups of rice to 4 cups of water, because you always want to double the rice that you have to like water, like the ratio. You know what I'm talking about. And so I just put on 250 degrees, and then it started boiling, and then I just put it down to simmer, like so the pilot light was off, and then it'll just cook for like 10-15 minutes, and then you don't have to do anything. So when this is finished and we're all done with all our other stuff, I'll show you how to make cilantro lime rice. Alright, we're just about finished. Our chicken's pretty much about cooked, and our onions are nice and translucent, but they still translucent, but they still have a little bit of a bite to them. Our masiman sauce is looking awesome. It's just a nice creamy golden color, and we will be adding the sauce to the chicken because it's about time, and then we'll add our vegetables. So I'm going to turn this off. What we're going to do here is we are going to add our sauce. The best part, make sure all the nice flavor comes right in. Okay. Just stir that around a little bit. Now it's really starting to come together. We're going to see that this is taking form. I'm going to throw my carrots in because those don't have to cook as long as the onions because we just want a nice crunch and warm throughout. And our potatoes. We also like those nice and crunchy too. And look how easy it's been so far. It hasn't been undoable. This is doable for anybody, which is what I really want to do. I want to share that. Okay, because you know what? When I started cooking, I didn't know how to thaw chicken breast. I stuck the chicken right in the oven, and my husband didn't want to eat it, which I wouldn't blame him. He probably thought I was trying to kill him. So I feel like I've come a long way, but this stuff is doable just for you and for me. So it's okay. We'll learn together. Deep. Okay, we're going to take a little break, and we are going to work on our rice quick because our chicken curry masiman is almost done. So we got a big pile of rice here. And we are going to add a little zip to it because that's what I like to do. So I'm going to take 2 little baby limes, but because I like miniature things, I bought the little ones. So you can use 2 little baby ones or normal size ones. So you want to roll them because that will make the juices flow. So we just cut them. Beep. See, they're so cute. I'm going to squeeze the juice. And make sure that you don't get any seeds in there. If you do, just pick them out. It's not a big deal. One more, little baby one. So we did 2 little baby oranges, 2 little baby limes, and a bunch of cilantro. You're just going to mix that out. And that's just going to spice up your rice a little bit. So that's pretty much it. That's done. Our rice is finished, and that's ready to be our little bed for our meal. So let's go check on our chicken. It's probably just about done. Ooh, look at here. We've got our chicken and our vegetables. Everything has been marinated really well. And the sauce, let's try a little bit of the sauce. Ooh, it tastes pretty good. I can taste all the fun flavors that I put in there. I can taste that masiman paste. I can taste the coconut milk. You gotta try it. Okay, over here I got a little fun jar. This came from my grandmother, but it's a really fun pot to put your Indian dishes in. It's just fun to dress it up a little bit because presentation probably is kind of important. Now that we have it in our fun pot, maybe we should give it a try. I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to start out with our rice. Give yourself a nice big amount of rice. Come over here. So this will be sure to wow your friends. They'll think you're a professional. Get some of that sauce in there. And I really love cilantro, so I'm going to put a little extra on there because that's one of my favorites. But there's plenty in your rice, and you can always put some in your chicken too. And you know what else? You can top with a little bit of cashews, which are optional, or peanuts. Spanish peanuts work really well too. Let's get forward and give it a try. Got a little piece of chicken in there, some rice. Okay. Really good. I taste that heat in the back of my throat. The carrots are still crunchy, but firm and soft. I don't know if that's that doesn't make sense, but it all tastes really good. So I hope that you can give this a try and you can do it at home and tell me how it goes. Thanks for watching.